afternoon. Thank you for attending this historic groundbreaking ceremony. After 40 years of residing in the Justice Center, the City of Cleveland Division of Police will be moving. The new headquarters will be built right here at East 75th and Opportunity Corridor. It will be approximately 180,000 square feet and house all of the chiefs and command staff offices along with administrative and investigative units. When the Cleveland Police started the project for the new headquarters, we had 5 goals in mind: transparency, civic engagement, professionalism, resiliency, and wellness. Working on the design with the great architects of Dewberry, MWL, JMT, and the city architects, DS Architecture, we feel we have reached the goal for the new headquarters. The site is located right on Opportunity Corridor, which provides direct access from the east and west side. The headquarters will have a great community plaza in the front for different types of events, along with a large community room that actually opens right up to the plaza. The records area will be on the first floor for easy access for the public, and we'll also have free parking for the public. Public art will be installed outside and inside the new headquarters. We'll also house a fitness center, fitness and wellness spaces for officers, including a walking path. We thank Mayor Jackson for starting this much-needed project and providing the site for our new outstanding headquarters. With the direction of our PCS, the project management team, it is anticipated the building will be fully operational in the first quarter of 2026. As quoted on Cleveland.com, the project attempts to balance openness and transparency with expression of action, strength, and justified force in the line of duty. We look forward to moving into this great facility. So next up, I'd like to have Mayor Jackson speak and give a few words on our headquarters.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon. You know, as was mentioned, the old police headquarters is over 40 years old. And so what we intended to do, as you know, the way people work and technology that they use is changed the way in which we have to organize office space and organize our technology so that we can do the job. And this state-of-the-art facility will help us do that. Not only will we have the administrative side and the investigatory side, but we'll have the real-time crime center I'm pretty sure the chief will talk about. And that will help us as we begin to look at various areas of the city where crimes are committed, and we'll be able to access camera feed, not only from the cameras that we have, but from our partners, and for whether they're businesses or institutions. The other thing is that this area was called the Forgotten Triangle for a reason, because it had been forgotten for decades. And there are people who have invested in this area. This facility will help to secure their investment, but also will spur additional investment. So I want to thank all those involved in helping us get to this point. And even though I won't be mayor when it opens, or when actually begins construction next year, I'm looking forward to it. I want to introduce to you Director Hennessey, who is representing public safety today.
Good afternoon, everybody. On behalf of Director Kerry Howard and the public safety team, we want to thank you all for being here and thank everybody who's worked so hard to put this project together. There's been quite a team working behind the scenes. And one of the things that is really going to be nice about this is such access for the public. As you can see, it's a big site. It goes all the way down to the RTA property and all the way to the RTA property to the north. As DC O'Neill mentioned, free parking for the public, community room. It's going to be much more than an office building. This is going to be part of the community here. And we thank Mayor Jackson for his guidance and giving us the permission to proceed with it. Thank you all. And next we are going to hear from Chief Calvin Williams.
Thanks, Director. Good afternoon, and thanks for coming. Just a couple things real quick. DC O'Neill talked about the 5 parameters that we looked at in designing the police headquarters and working with our architect firm and the people that are charged with making this come to fruition. I think the 2 main points in that are that openness for our community and our officer wellness. You know, the mayor talked a little bit about, you know, working environments are a lot different than they were 40 years ago, of course, and a lot different than they were 10 years ago. So we are trying to make this building as open and inviting as possible to our general public while keeping a security parameter, but also making it the best we can for the officers that actually work and deliver services for our community. We are going to have a huge community room that's going to be open for the public to come in and have projects and events and things like that. We talked about almost kind of from where you are a little bit behind me, this being kind of like our front yard. And our front porch, and you'll hear some of the architects talk about that later. An open and inviting community space that everybody can participate in. Our Bureau of Community Relations is going to be housed in this building, as well as some of our wellness stuff. Our police chaplains are going to have an office in this building, and some of our other federal state partners will have spaces that they can utilize in this building as we take care of the citizens here in this great city. But the main thing I want people to take away is that, you know, this is a building for the officers as well as the community and the entire Cleveland community. So I know we're probably going to do this, but I want to make sure that we thank the team that's kind of worked on this for a while, and I'm glad somebody put it in writing so I don't forget. I want to thank PCS companies. I want to thank MWL, architect, Dewberry. I want to thank Kapansky Architecture, and I probably should take my glasses off so I can read this. I want to thank MKSK, JMT Architecture, SSR Facilities and Commissioning, Walker Consultants, and Barbara Hoffman. And there are a lot of other folks involved in this project, the Mayor's Office of Capital Projects, a lot of people from the city, and of course the Division of Police Department of Public Safety. But this is going to be a great facility. It's for the community. It's for the officers that serve this community. And I definitely cannot leave the mic without thanking Mayor Jackson and his administration for really sticking with us, because you know we started this process probably about 5-6 years ago at another location in the city that just didn't quite work for us, and the mayor stuck with it, allowed us to stick with it, and now we're here today breaking ground on the new police headquarters. So thank you, Mayor. Thank Mayor Jackson's administration. And like the mayor, I won't be here when this thing is up and running, but I do plan to come back and take a look at it and have a great day with the people and the citizens of the city, as well as the officers, on that day that we open the police headquarters. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to Council President Kevin Kelly. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. This is a great day in Cleveland, Ohio. As the Chief mentioned, this has been worked on for a long time. While we talked about the current police headquarters being 40 years old. It seems like we've been talking about this for about as long, but it's really only been 5 or 6. We've been through different sites, but clearly through the vision and leadership of Mayor Jackson, we've landed on the right site. This is going to be the right site for the Division of Police. This is going to bring the essential services and functions of the Division of Police together so that they can do this very difficult job that we ask of them better, more effectively, and working together more as a team. And it's really going to be it's really going to serve the needs of the Division of Police. And if you look at how long have we been talking about Opportunity Corridor, and to look behind and to see how great it turned out, and to have this be one of the first major investments here is going to spawn other investments. This is what, from a larger scale planning perspective, this is what we want this corner to look like. This is what we want Opportunity Corridor to look like. So I am honored to be here, and I'm honored to have this be probably my last groundbreaking, but I'm happy to say today that I'm here at the groundbreaking. I get the pleasure of introducing the man who's going to succeed me, who will be present at the ribbon cutting. That is my colleague and Council President-elect Blaine Griffin.
Good afternoon. First of all, thank you all so much for being here today. It's an honor to be here to watch this happen. I tell people often that one of the quotes that I like the most is from Victor Hugo, and it says, "Nothing is more powerful than an idea whose time has come." And now we're watching this come to fruition after so much work and hard work and dedication that all of the people have put in place to make this happen. I will have to say that even though I want to, appreciate the mayor for his vision and tenacity to really make sure that he made this happen, I also want to commend all of Cleveland City Council who really stepped up and really made sure that we supported this. I want to acknowledge my colleague, Dolores Gray, if she could please stand. So that's my council lady for Ward 5, and Dolores Gray has been very instrumental in making sure that she saw this through. And then I also want to thank the former council person who really advocated for this in Phyllis Cleveland, who is no longer in council. So on behalf of all of Cleveland City Council, we really appreciate seeing this done. We think that this is great for the community. It puts the opportunity into the corridor that we all envision and that we all imagine. So we thank everybody so much for being here today, and we look forward to when we actually see this beautiful building open. Thank you.
Okay, so if everyone would step up here for the groundbreaking.
We got to count down.
1, 3, 2.